What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Ziggy Doom bringing y'all another week of the Chicago Bears recap. This is week 2. Before I start, I'd like to say if you guys like my videos, as always, hit that subscribe button and notifications bell to be notified whenever I upload new videos. Okay, week 2. Bears at home against the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks were banged up. Their defense is banged up. 2 of the 3 people they have left from the Boom Squad, they weren't playing tonight. We had a healthy defense, so I was hoping the Bears could capitalize on the momentum from week 1 going to this game and put out the win, man. It was kind of slow at first. We started fast like we did last week. We got a touchdown on the opening drive. Seattle, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't move the ball. Seattle's offensive line is just they got to work together a lot. They are in shambles right now. Russell Wilson wasn't even able to stay in the pocket longer than 3.5 seconds. He was always rushed. You can't generate offense when your quarterback only has less than 3 seconds with the ball. And the running game stalled. Our front 4, with Khalil Mack anchoring it, he showed up again, man. He delivered again. Last week wasn't a fluke. He delivered again. We had 5 sacks in the first half. 5 people had 5 sacks in the first half. Then we went up 10-0. Seattle kicked the field goal. Pretty much that was the first half. Seattle couldn't move the ball at all, but their defense couldn't. Their defense did pretty good too for the guys they had, barring the injuries. They had 2 interceptions, but our defense hung in there. So it was mostly a defensive game that first half, and I knew it was going to be a grind, and it was going to come down to which defense ran out of gas first. Fortunately for us, Seattle's defense ran out of gas first. Mitch did throw some questionable passes, but like I said, this is his second year, so this is part of the learning curve. He threw a couple of questionable passes. One of those interceptions was tipped, but he threw one in the end zone. He forced it in there. Luckily, it wasn't an interception. But our defense picked up the slack. Offense, we kind of stalled out in the third quarter. It wasn't really much going on, a little back and forth. Then we got up 17-3. Russell Wilson, early in the fourth quarter, had an immaculate 75-yard drive. It just is a reminder of how good he is as a quarterback, not just with his feet, but also with his arm and his downfield vision. They were able to go, it was 10-17. And I kind of got antsy because it was just kind of a reminiscent of last week when we blew that lead or whatever. But the defense came through. Russell Wilson threw a telegraph pass. I saw that pass, and I'm watching the game. I'm like, oh my God, is he really finna throw that? And Prince capitalized, got it, interception, return for a touchdown, put us up 24-10. And I'm pretty much the game was in hand. We had the game after that, so I wasn't worried. Couple of things, man, I want to take away from this. Our defense, I don't think it's not a fluke, man. Our defense is the real deal. We are the real deal. If we can get our offense to limit the mistakes, Mitch, our offense runs through Mitch. Our running game was okay, but the offense runs through Mitch. If he can cut down, because once again, another week in a row, he made a couple of errant passes, shuffling his feet and throwing the ball. But if we can get rid of those, we'll be okay. Our defense, I think right now, maybe, I don't know, don't quote me, YouTube, do not quote me, but we have to be at least in the top 10 defenses right now. I don't know if that's a fact yet. This is just week 2. Do not quote me. How you YouTubers are. Y'all like to get in the comment section and just go bananas. I think we got to be top 10 defense, man. We capitalized. Seattle had a banged up defense, but sometimes that happens, and we were able to pull out the win. I'm proud of everybody. The defense, the cornerbacks, we didn't let up, man. We didn't lose our composure. When they had the momentum swung to the Seahawks at the beginning of the fourth quarter, Tyler Lockett with that amazing catch. That was great defense by Kyle Fuller, but that was an even greater catch by Tyler Lockett. He watched that ball all the way into his hands. No quarrels there. I have one gripe, and it's kind of questionable for me anyway. I'm not a referee. This kind of reminds me of back to one of my games in high school. We were playing against our rivals. We punted the ball to them, and they got the ball, and we tackled them, and they went to the end zone, and I thought it was a safety, but it was down at the 1. That exact same thing happened in this game. We punted, and the punt team were able to keep the ball out of the end zone, and then Tyler Lockett went for it. He jumped for it, got it, but they're saying that his momentum carried him into the end zone. I think it was a safety. Maybe that's me being a little biased because I'm a Bears fan. Whatever. Just that's my only gripe. Other than that, everything was on point, man. The officiating was good. Not too many penalties. A couple of false starts. We had I think one pass interference for sure, but maybe another one. A couple of illegal blocks in the back, maybe 1 or 2 legal formations, not enough men on the line. If I had to give us a grade, I would give us a B-. I say that because our defense was immaculate. Our defense did everything it was supposed to do. Sebastian Janikowski, one of the greatest kickers in the world, man. This dude can kick a ball probably to the moon. You know, he had a 50-plus yard field goal to give him 3 going into halftime. And that catch by Tyler Lockett, I mean, it was just perfect. So those points I'm okay with. And of course, they had the garbage touchdown, Disley, at the end of the game. By then, it was over with, you know. So our defense, I'll give our defense a solid A. I'll give our defense an A, solid A. 5 sacks, you know, a couple of fumbles, an interception return for a touchdown. We only allowed 17 points, and really 10 because that last touchdown was garbage time. So I don't count that, you know. So I give our defense an A. Our offense, I have to go with the C plus, you know. We did just enough to the lead. You know, we got a touchdown on defense, and we got the first drive touchdown. But after that, I mean, we got great field position because of the defense to be able to score. But like I said, Seattle, Mitch threw 2 interceptions, you know, almost back to back, and he was making a bunch of errant passes. A couple of errant passes that luckily Seattle wasn't able to capitalize on. So I have to give our offense a C plus in that regard. We had a couple of trick plays that you know, Nagy, you know, got from back in his playing days with Andy Reid, and they worked. You know, I mean, it's nothing that's, you know, gonna decide a game or you gonna do all the time, but you know, they were effective for what they were, and we were able to get the ball moving and controlling the clock. That's what was important, controlling that clock. So it was a good game, man. I'm proud of the Bears. First home game. Matt Nagy, congrats on your first win. I can't say enough about the defense. Mac is worth every single penny we paid for him. Every single penny. Week 3, we go to Arizona to play the Cardinals. I don't know what the spread is with that one, but Arizona is looking really bad. Sam Bradford, I don't recall him having a good season really since college. You know, when he was with the Rams, he wasn't really much of a power horse. And of course, you YouTubers, feel free to rebuttal me in the comments about how great he was in the NFL. But they're you know, even with David Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, man, they're not a good team right now. I'm going to take the Bears straight up right now. I shouldn't. It's kind of early. I need to wait for the injury report to come out. But I don't think nobody got hurt tonight. So I'm going to take the Bears straight up. I don't know what the point spread is, but I'll see what the over and under is. We'll talk about that next week. We got this win. I picked the Bears last week. If y'all remember, I picked the Bears to win, and I'm picking the Bears again. So far, I'm 2-0 with my picks. I picked Green Bay to beat the Bears, and I picked the Bears to beat Seattle. So I'm undefeated with my picks this year. All right, I'm going to go with the Bears again, with Arizona. Whatever the point spread is, I'll probably take the points. I don't know. Oh, the video footage, once again, provided to y'all by my son. This has been brought to you guys by Madden NFL 19. I know I said 18 in the last video, but it's Madden 19. And sure enough, somebody in the comments corrected me, because that is what YouTubers do. They wait for a mistake and they just capitalize on it in the comment section. But that's fine. That will do it for this video, you guys. I'll be back next week. We got a Sunday game, so I'll probably post a video next Monday, kind of like a Monday morning quarterback thing. As always, man, thank y'all for watching, and until next video, be easy.